Alright guys, welcome back to Crossfire Garage. We are on another Falcon video, but not this Falcon. Not my pride and joy. Not the old El Chupacabra. We're not working on it. We picked up this thing. 1964 Falcon Sprint. Now what I know about this? Well, nothing. I know it stinks. It smells really bad. It's missing most of the interior. And as I just found out, it has no brakes. So we have flat tires. I tried to pump some air into them. It was letting the air out as fast as possible, as fast as I was putting it in. So on this Falcon, we're not going to go full bore crazy on it. We're just going to see if we can get her running. Got her over here in the trees. Going to have to clear that out. But all in all, she's not bad. And I got her first song. So let's break out our key here. So in the back we got, I don't think this one's going to hold air. Let's get her out of here. This one's off the bead. Oh, we got a bunch of parts. That's good. We have a tire. I don't know, is she a 14? She's a 14. So this is great. We're just going to add to our tire collection because we don't have enough of those going around here. We got some random stuff. I had tools, lug nuts, keys. Anyway, we'll dig through all that later. I don't know what that is. Trunk is actually not bad. Actually, yes it is. I take that back. There's a gigantic hole right there. And over there. So we'll just set everything over here on the wheelies for now. On the inside, we got a whole different story happening here. You know, like I say, most of the interior is missing. This is actually the back seat that I was sitting on. Get it out of here. So we got some door sills. Oh my gosh. And so we got this, this is a chrome that actually runs along the bottom of the rockers. Kind of a neat option. We'll save that. We'll reuse it. We got a bag with some goodies. We got a couple tail lights in there. And let's pop this out as well. We're just going straight into deconstruction mode here. So as you can see, this was, in fact, an original console car. Consoles on these are crazy expensive. I mean, you're talking $400, $500 for one that's absolute junk. Got a bottle cap, Pepsi Cola. What do we got over here? A book of matches. Oh my gosh. Yeah, book of matches. And we got some cranks, rear view mirror as well. So then if we come up here, we've got the weirdest little set of gauges I've ever seen. But if they function, we'll use them. We're just going to stick them there for now. Ashtray's still there. What is this? So here we have oil. Here we have temperature. I don't know why we have so many gauges. And then we got a random like J.C. Whitney style tack. They've got it set up to $6 grand, so they were pushing this car. Oh, yeah, the mount's still there for it. All right. We'll just put it right back. Don't know what that is. Broken stuff. More broken stuff. We'll save this broken stuff and we'll save these clips because you don't know what it is. Like, we got this broken thing. I don't know what it is. I might need it though. Some ganky speaker wiring. I hope it's speaker wiring and not taillights. Alright, well, we're just going to throw that in the back. We'll figure it out later. Now, we do have taillights in it. I don't know if those are nicer. I don't know. These got the little blue dots on them. It's got the little blue dots. So let's go up here. Let's check out the old engine. Oh yeah, the Tower of Power. So we're looking at, I'm going to assume this is a 260, but I don't know. I'm going to degrease it. That is my plan. That is my goal for today, is to get this thing to where I can actually look at it and work on it. We got a Holley carburetor, Holley 4-barrel at that. That is a stock cast iron 4-barrel intake, which, believe it or not, are kind of hard to find. They're not super easy to come across. I've tried. So let's see. We do have oil. It's oil with a lot of gas in it. I mean, there's a ton of gas in that. So anyway, we got a mess. That's all I can say. We got some kind of pad they were using on the battery. We'll throw over there. Now the engine, I do know, is not locked up. So let's get y'all down here and watch this thing turn. Possibly. Now we're slipping on the belt, but you can see it turn. We got a Flexolite fan for ultimate horsepower. They were running some kind of weird little fuel filter. I don't know, guys. Let me get something. I'm going to cover this carburetor up and we're going to just start getting this thing sprayed down with some degreaser. So as you can probably see, we got a lot of dirt hanging out. Looks like some dirt daubers got a hold of this carburetor. The main thing I'm worried about is getting water down into it. So just cover that up with some aluminum foil. This stuff I'm not real worried about. Let's see if she's even holding any water. No, she is bone dry. She's actually got crystals in there, so we should probably flush on that some. But we're not going to do that right this second. Let me get some degreaser and we'll come back. So this is just some purple power degreaser stuff that I buy in a big jug, and I just put it in this little thing. It's cheaper that way. I'm all about saving the monies. Speaking of saving the monies, I got this car for a song, and I am not joking with you. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it because I might want to resell it, but trust me, I got it for a song. And also, I want to point out, I did a little poll on Facebook and Instagram. Put these two cars side by side. picture of the one, picture of the other, said pick A or B between the 64 or the 63. 60% of you picked the 64, which makes me realize that 60% of you, y'all are wrong. That's 63. That's a nice car. Oh God, this stuff's strong. So we're going to do this car up roadkill style. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be a Finnegan, Freiberger, Dulcich type of deal that we're going to do. We're just going to, if we can get it running, if it's got gears, and we're going to put some brakes on it, and we're just going to drive her. You know, through I've got a seat. I've got a seat that came out of the 63. You'll slap right in this thing. Same chassis between these two cars, just different body panels. So let's get at it. She does have, again, the single pot of death on the master cylinder. Love those. That's the same thing that the 63 has, although I will be upgrading it on the 63 because we're getting ready to do a lot of stuff to the 63. This one here, probably not. This here's the car of 1,000 colors. We've got, I guess it's Ford red. I'm guessing that was red at one time, but now it's orange. Our block is blue. Blue distributor cap with the orange auto lights. If you want to know how long it's sitting, well, that's a Meyer brand oil filter on it. So here's what I do know about this car. Is I bought this car off of a gentleman, super nice guy. He apparently, his first car was a 64 Ford Sprint, Falcon Sprint, however you want. I'm just calling it a Sprint. And so this one was running around his town, and he wanted it. The guy wouldn't sell it. It sat for years and years and years, and I'm not sure how many years, a lot of years. And sat in the field. Finally, he bought it, had it dragged to his house where it sat. And then eventually he was like, I need to let it go to somebody who's going to be able to do something with it. So that's where I come in. How long this thing's been since it ran, I don't know, but judging by the Meyer can on it, or the filter on it, I'm guessing a while. So I'm going to continue to hose this out some. We'll come back. So what I can tell you is we have a Edelbroken air cleaner on it. We got a Holley 4-barrel. We got the Shelby valve covers on it. We got long tube headers on it. We got the Flexlight fan. Something else I thought I saw that I missed. But anyway, so this car would have, the original 260 in this would have came with a 2-barrel carburetor. They didn't offer a 4-barrel on it. It would have came with a Holley, but it would have been 2-barrel. Dose. Anyway, this was probably somebody's project that somebody cared a lot about at one point in time. So let's see if we can't get it back on the road and get it back to, you know, a little bit of its glory days, you know. So as a testament to how long this thing's been sitting, it's actually growing mold, or I don't know what it is. Alright guys, I'm feeling a bit ambitious. We know it turns over by hand. Now I don't know if any of the wiring is correct, but let's hook up the jump box and see. This I really like. So they're both black. This one that's wrapped up in red tape is actually the ground. So I got the key in the ignition on position. Well, we gotta turn this on. Let's see. We got nothing. Okay. Let's try something else here. So I've got the deadest battery in the world here, but I'm thinking maybe the jump box has some sort of protection monitor on it. Well, now let's give her a little juice down in the barrels here. Oh, don't like that. Now it looks like we're buying a starter. Let's get a hammer, give it a little tap. Alright, hopefully this doesn't run me over. Oh, that does not sound good. Whoa! I don't know if y'all see that. I'm letting the smoke out of the solenoid over here. Stuff that's just not hooked up. What's going on? Let's see if we can rotate it. Oh. This gigantic mud dauber. Alright, so we just don't have enough battery power is what I'm guessing. Ooh, that thing is hot. I see it turning. That wire is just smoking. I think we're going to have to replace some grounds on this. I don't think we got any squirter action either. Let's hook those up. That back one isn't even hooked up. It's kind of hooked up now. Yeah. Not really. Alright. Now we got squirters. Alright. Alright, we're going to let that cool down. We're going to put a little bit of the mystery oil down in it as well, just to help on this dry start. Well, you're not even going anyplace. You're just hanging out. Oh. All over my freshly degreased engine. That's fine. Alright, we're going to have to do a little bit better than this. These are even starting to get warm. So that battery is reading 6.5 volts. Now we got 14.3. The escape always gets me out of trouble. Maybe not. Nothing. Come on. Let's go. That's it. Come on. Let's go. And nothing. That's it. Let's go. You're giving me nothing here. Let's go. I wonder what this guy blasted these holes through the shock towers on, or for. I think digging into the suspension on this is going to be really interesting. You know what? Give me a little bit. Give me something here. Come on. You can do it. All right, maybe it can't. Let's see. Let's go straight to this. See if that helps. Nope. What if we ground you better? Nope. Try the trigger again. Alright, let's just let it sit for a little bit. Rolling it back again. I don't know if there's a dead spot in that flywheel. Alright, we're just going to let it sit. We'll come back. I got a wiper. And also, I just stepped in mud, but I have one headlight. This one's burned out. Marker lights are not coming on. But I do have tail lights. It's pretty dope. Couldn't tell you about a brake light yet because that works off of a pressure switch. What about turn signals? Nope. I'm not even hearing the little flasher going, so. Yeah, no turn signals. This car was originally, as you can see, it was mounted on the column. It would have been a 2-speed, and I'm thinking that they put a 3-speed in it. I'm thinking they put the C4 in it. Let me show you something kind of weird. This all kind of goes along with this was somebody's pride and joy at some point. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see this crazy kind of cross member they built there across the subframe. Crudely cut out, stick welded. And back there we got some slapper bars made out of some like 3/8 inch plate. So, you know, there's long tube headers, of course, coming back just pretty much straight through exhaust. She's going to require some work, and I think we're going to have to, I did notice that the actual ignition, the key works. She was trying to turn just about the same as out here with the key, or with the trigger, which isn't much. I think what we're going to have to do is I think we're going to have to break down and actually purchase a battery with some crazy cranking amps to it to get this thing to fire up. So we'll get on that tomorrow, and yeah, I'm just going to spray stuff down with WD-40 till then. Alright guys, so welcome back to day number 2 on this. First day we really didn't do anything, and I'm sure y'all were, there's train in the background, but I'm sure y'all were, you know, screaming at the TV saying I'm jumping the gun on all of this, and you're correct, I am. So today we're going to dig a little bit deeper. I did go pick up a new battery. As you can see, I picked up the Optima red top because I need one around here anyway. I'm tired of dead batteries all the time. So we're going to hook this bad boy up. That's negative. Let's not do that. Alright, we are in the on position. So let's check this coil out. See what we got happening here. Alright, so we do have voltage going to the coil. So we're good there. What? Something's not happy. This damn starter. See, I really don't want to purchase a new starter yet. I want to make sure this thing's going to run. And then I'll move it. And then we can start looking at stuff like that. This all looks fairly new, to be honest. And I've got spark there. So now let's hook this guy up. I just want to see if we can get it to spin again. I want to see if we got spark right there. Alright, so I went ahead and replaced this starter solenoid, and I eliminated a lot of these wires that, to be honest, I just don't know what they do. It's not a very good connection on that one. Let's see if we can't crimp that a little bit, but mainly we're just looking for our ignition sources right this moment. If you're a Ford guy, you have plenty of these starter solenoids sitting around. We're getting nothing now. Oh, I don't have the battery hooked up. Alright. Daggone. That's going to mess me up forever. I'm going to have to actually get a red cable for that. Alright, let's check our test light. Make sure we're still getting power down at the coil. And then we're not. Whoa! Alright. So that was... We're not getting spark at all now. So, what did I disconnect that we need to get spark? There's no reason I didn't unhook anything that would have prevented us from gaining spark, or causing us to lose spark rather. Alright, so apparently you're needed. My bad. This car's making a weird noise. I think it's a fan motor. Well, this sugar ain't gonna work if I don't hook it up, is it? Alright, so now we're gonna look down here. Well, watch right here for spark. Alright, I saw a little bit of spark there. Not much. This negative cable is not happy. Alright, so we're going to throw the jump pack on it. I want to see. I mean, this battery is new. It could have been sitting on the shelf for a while. Let's see what kind of voltage we got. So we're at 13.1 here. Let's see what our battery's actually producing. Whoa. Whoa. Dag nabbit. See, I knew that was going to fucking get me eventually. Fuck me. Yep, I'm an idiot. My ground cable, wowzers. First off, it's hot as hell. And came unhooked. So, looks like we're going to be replacing the ground. I should have another one. Also, while I'm here, just in case we happen to get this lucky, I do not want to drag any gas up here. Now, I don't know if there's any fuel in that tank or not, but that's just kind of a precaution. I do have a new filter we'll throw on there. What was I getting ready to do? Oh, ground wire. Let me get to that and I will come back. So I went ahead and pulled me a plug out here. Yeah, they're not the best looking things in the world, but I want to see if we're getting spark. And my little tester doesn't seem to be working good. I'm getting it at the coil, but not much past that. Let's focus in right here. Let's see if we see any spark. I mean, I'm getting spark, but she's weak. We're also turning over kind of slow. Let me see if I can hook this up correctly this time. All right. Alright, so I cleaned those up. They're kind of shiny now, so that should help, right? In theory. I don't, you never can tell. Now, let's put our plug back where she was. Western, quit chasing stuff. And let's see if we have any. Western! I think that starter is definitely going to need to be replaced. Alright, we're getting better spark now. Not the best spark in the world, but I will take it. Alright, let's dump a bunch of fuel down there. Let's see if she'll bust off. We're just not spinning fast enough. And that ground wire over there is not happy. Alright guys, so we're catching a little bit of rain here, but I'm going to see what I can do here real quick. I want to start out, I want to make sure this thing is, first I want to make sure I got compression even. Some things I never thought to check because, well, I'm just, sometimes I'm dumb. that coil. That's pretty fouled up. Alright. And I get no spark. So it is raining, like I said. I just wanted to kind of come out here and verify that we have compression. God, all the wires on this are so fucked up. Alright, let's try something here. That's fantastic. This starter's about on my last nerves. Could that be it for the starter? Where we're at on this thing is I actually had to drop this header in order to get that last plug out. There was just no room for it. What is going on here? Am I in lock mode? So I've been you know, putting some lubricant down in the holes here. Kind of what I decided was I'm just going to go ahead. I'm having trouble, obviously, on the electrical side of things. I'm getting spark, losing spark, whatever. So I've got I had a whole new distributor and everything that's already sitting in the garage, and I'm just going to start hooking up some new parts, see if I can't get a steady spark. And I think we may have burnt the starter up as well, but we're going to double check on that, and I may have an extra one of those as well. So I'm going to get underneath here and I'm going to pound on this starter a little bit and see if I can't get, you know, a couple more turns out of it, see if I can't get this thing up to top dead center. If not, I'm just going to turn it by hand. Solenoid bad or the starter bad? Alright guys, so I got down and got the starter out. Unfortunately, the starter that I have is a 3-bolt pattern, which I don't believe is going to work in this application. Anyway, I'll just pick the new one up. However, I did find out, well, first I'm covered in grease, but I did find out while I was down there, I found the casting numbers. This is a 65-289. Pretty sure it's backed up with the C4, so it's a little change. So I wanted to show you all how to bench test on these. So you've got your negative cable coming down here to the starter, so you want to ground that off. I'm just using my jump pack, hitting it. And you can see she's not spinning. Now, the other starter that I got, we'll perform the same test. Whoa. Alright. Well, she's spinning but not popping out. So, I don't think either one of these starters are good. But we need one with the 2 holes, so I got something to pick up from O'Reilly's anyway, so might as well grab me a starter, see if they got one in stock. Alright folks, so here's where we're at. New starter is in. I hooked up new battery cables, ran a new ground. This is a new body ground coming off the motor. I think that's about it. I think we're ready. I did bench test the new starter. I think we're ready to give it a whirl now. I don't know where my trigger went. Let's get this hooked up. And hopefully the starter spins. It no longer sounds like it's dying. So what I want to do now is I want to see if I'm getting anything out of this coil, if I'm getting better spark out of this coil. And if so, then we can put the plugs back in it, or the new plugs, and go from there. So I lost my coil wire though. I think who knows. I did pick up new wires, so this doesn't really much matter. Leaving this one on. This is our #1 plug. Just want to retain in my memory the position. Generally on Fords, your #1 plug, that's your traditional spot for it right there. Where'd my coil wire go? Alright, we're just going to break out the new plugs, or plug wires. There we go. Zero spark. So I kind of prepared for this a little bit. So what I got here is the flamethrower coil. It's hot. This is a part of, I have a whole Pertronix setup for a small block Ford, which I may go ahead and use just to make sure we're getting fire. So I'm gonna swap this coil out, see if we're getting spark out of it at that point. If not, it's gonna be chasing down wires, which I really don't want to do. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick my finger here on the #1 plug. Right now I should be at top dead center, but I want to be top dead center on a compression stroke. Right there. don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Whoa. Right about there. That should line up with that number 1 plug now. Let's see. Yep, so we're right at top dead center on the compression stroke. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and change out this distributor. I'm going to go ahead and put that Pertronix distributor that I have in here. Eliminate this point system, because that's what's giving me trouble here. If you look, I'm getting spark, and I could just go through and replace the points and condenser. I don't know, you can hear it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, because I'm getting spark there. It's just not enough. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this distributor out. That should be a 1/2 inch on that bad boy. The hold down. Just a little check on that. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. So we'll get this pulled out. And on these Fords, also you have to be really careful, because there is a, I guess you would call it a drive tube that goes down there and hooks into your oil pump, and you do not want that to come loose, because it'll wind up in the bottom of your oil pan, and you got a whole new set of problems. So I'm going to disconnect everything, bring you back in when we're setting the new distributor. Also, it's a real good time while you're here, because I can't read any of these marks anymore on this, so I am going to line up here, and I'm just going to put myself a mark at my top dead center. And it'll run and whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this distributor out. Alright, so that took a little beating on. I think this thing's been in here forever, but I'm just going to slowly pull it out. There she is. And make sure that distributor gear is still in there, because they rarely ever come out just that easy. Yes, it is. Alright, so let's grab the new distributor, we'll get it ready, and we'll throw it in. So this distributor, it's nothing I was sponsored on. I haven't gotten any sponsorships in quite a while. I haven't really been doing much YouTubing, and when you kind of stop, sponsors kind of stop along with them. So what this is, as you can see, it's like a Moroso style ready to run distributor. So we're eliminating points and everything on this. So I'm going to get some, wherever it went, some liquid moly, some moly grease. I'm going to put it on that gear. Whoa. Apparently I'm putting it on everything. That should be a little thicker than that. I think we need to mush this up. But this was all, this and the coil. That was stuff that I had ready to go for the 289 build that I'm doing for the 63, but now it's going in this. Fantastic. So I still have to buy them. It's not like these were free parts by any means, and I will be purchasing them again. Let's get that O-ring saturated a bit. So we'll just oh, you're not even looking. We'll relocate this once the new distributor's in. It's got this sort of a, I don't know, it's not an HEI, but it's, holy cow, is this even gonna fit? Dang, man, I don't even think it's gonna fit, guys. That's gonna be a problem. I'll tell you what, that is close. If it fits, I'm going to be surprised. I will be shocked and awed. It catches those gears, and those gears mesh. I want it to drop to that #1 position. So I'm sitting here fighting this thing, trying to figure out why it won't go down. Now, I don't know if you can see right here, but this distributor is smacking the intake right there. That's annoying. So the old distributor dropped right in. I mean, we've got 2 inches of clearance over on this side. We got 2 inches of clearance. So I guess I'm going to see what the local hardware or parts store has for this. I do know they sell an upgraded to get away from the points in this system, but I don't know that anybody's going to have that in stock. I may have to order that via Amazon, overnight it, that sort of thing. Possibly overnight it. I don't know. I was hoping to hear this thing run this weekend, but we're getting further and further away from any of that happening. We'll come back once we got parts. Alright guys, so we are back again. I got my Beetlejuice umbrella behind me because it is hot out here today. We do have our new Pertronix system in. We're going to hook up the Pertronix. We're going to get rid of the old point system here, and we're just going to kind of go over that. I'm not going to go real in depth into this on setting it up, as far as, you know, you got to watch for your specific ohm rating. You have to make sure you got 12 volts to your coil. If not to your coil, then you need to run the Pertronix system somewhere where you got keyed ignition 12 volt power. I'm not going to go too far into that though. There's other videos out there. Alf's Mustang Garage has a great video on it. I don't know, I've seen a few, but anyway, so I'm just going to slap this in and we're going to see if we can get this thing fired up. So also I got my new plug wires in, got the header back on, new plugs, all, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff's new. Alright, so we just need the right screwdriver apparently. Okay, so now we're going to install the Pertronix system here. If I can untangle it, that is. So you have this little nub here, you're going to notice. That's going to sit right in that hole there. That's going to be kind of your guide for it. You want to make sure you get your ground back on there. We should have new hardware. Alright, so we got us a new screw. So we're going to set this down in here with that ground, and we're going to tighten it down to that ground, but we're not going to tighten it all the way yet. We got to put this magnetic pickup that they send along with it. It's going to slide right over top of your cam, kind of drop down there. Then they're nice enough to include this little gapping tool. So this is, we need to gap the Pertronix system to where it's just got a little bit, just like you were gapping your points. You want a little bit of drag on it. I think right there we're good. So let's save that just in case. So now we're going to fish our wires back through again. So on the new Pertronix system, you have 2 wires instead of just a black wire. Because normally you would have just an interrupter wire running from your from your coil, and that breaks that signal. And on this one, we have to ignite it as well. So we have 12 volts that ignites this. Let's kind of get these wires, see if we can pull them out a little bit. I don't want them too tight, but I don't want them super loose in there either. That should be good. So they gave us quite a bit of extra wire, which we don't need because our coil's right here. All right, so I went ahead and picked up the rotor and the distributor cap from Pertronix as well. The coil, the electronic module, everything is from Pertronix, and it should play nice together. So we'll drop that there. We know we're still at top dead center. I can see that. I can see by the position it is, we're still at top dead center. Well, that's facing the number one plug anyway. Let's get our new cap. She goes on some way. She'll find her home. Well, why aren't you finding your home? Is this your home? There's her home. Okay. And again, as you can see, right there, number one. As I said before, we went ahead and replaced all the wires. What do I got going on here? I don't know why that's plugged in there. Anyway, so we can get rid of all this now, and then we can just start hooking everything up. So let's find our number one wire, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and drop it in the number one position. Alright, so my temporary fuel system is just my little mustard squirter sitting there. Hopefully it won't rock off. See if we can get this thing to fire up and see if she's starting to pull fuel at all. That'd be great if the fuel pump was working. Trying to figure out where to set you guys. So I preloaded it with some fuel. Alright, let's see if she'll start. Oh, battery's off. Alright, let's see if she starts. Okay, so she's a drinker. That's all I can say. She's got problems. She's got issues. You know, she needs to go to AA. But this is best I got for now, because she drank up all that gas. She drank up this whole little thing just sitting here idling. So that's something we're gonna have to look into. But for now, she's running. So let's see if we can't get her running. Seems like the fuel pump is working. It's not, because I'm not pulling through this yet. Okay, so apparently if you hook this up right, it might work. I did not. I hooked it up coming from the tank instead of going to the pump. So let's see. Let's see what we got. We just gotta keep it running long enough to get it up there. gonna see how we're doing on oil pressure. I don't even know if this gauge works, but oh yeah, like 30 pounds. That's just fantastic. Time to warm up and kind of do its thing, you know, work everything out. Called Do I Have a Transmission? Alright, well, she's getting a little hot, boiling over. Apparently I have no transmission, but I haven't checked the transmission dipstick to see if there's even any fluid in it. So, we've accomplished what we wanted to do on this video. 64 Falcon Sprint. Picked her up for a song, and she starts up. Now will she run? Or drive? She runs. Will she drive? Tune in next for that one. See you guys.